Alright guys, today's a special day in East Texas. You see, we never get snow, and today we got snow. The neighbors' kids are out playing, but today I'm going to do a quick install of this guy, the Kolpin Outdoors Rhino Grip Handlebar Mount. The model is the 21530. Okay, is the case that it comes with. I lost the actual cover here, but I'll pin up a photo of what the listing looks like on Amazon. This is not a paid review. This is just me doing an install video to help people out and see if this thing is worth the money. Yeah, so first thing to notice is this thing can actually rotate this way, right? And then it can also come this way. See, there's two little clips right here. It's kind of hard to see, but you see these little teeth. We're gonna pull these back, make some space. I find it's easiest to kind of get your thumbs like this, push them back and in. And now this tab is free. You don't want to take this completely out. You just want to kind of leave it dangling in there. See, it's still in there. And now you can rotate this guy. See, we can rotate this to whatever position we want it in. Here we can loosen this. Now you can adjust this however you like. So you have your rotation, okay, and then it articulates this way. Now I'm rotating it this way so that when I bring this piece this way, this little clip is not in the way. All right, so for me, I'm gonna put it on here kind of like that. Hard to see, but it's gonna be one there, one there. So I want it in this position, and I have this how I want it. As you can see, pretty much straight on there. Okay, and then once you get that in the position you like, just clip that back in, just like that. Okay, now this won't rotate anymore. So now when they both sit on there, they'll be sitting like this. Okay, up there. You see, I kind of messed this up earlier, so let me loosen this up. It's okay. Mistakes are okay. You learn from your mistakes, right? All right. Now I've got the two of these ready in the same configuration, more or less. I'm going to be putting these up here, kind of. And it doesn't say this in the instructions, but this piece right here, see, this is all one piece right here, but this part, it just comes up by pulling. Okay, so you can just pull that straight up. And then now, lift the camera up. You can see where this is going. Okay. Mine barely reaches on here, so let's see how that works. Who needs directions, right? Let me take these two pieces right here off. Just pull, pull this straight up. Okay, there's a channel there. So I think I'm gonna do this probably on the inside of these bars right here. So you can see that's gonna be my positioning, okay? Just on the inside of these two bars. I would go to the top bar, but this top bar is too thick, so I'm gonna go here, okay? Here's the rubber attachment pads here. So looks like these just kind of go in place. I don't see any, not really any tape or anything like that. So I'm just gonna kind of lay that there. All right, so we're gonna need two nuts here to put on this one. Two bolts. So I got my two bolts, two nuts. It's a little awkward, right? I think I'm gonna put this here like this, just so it's kind of where I want it when I get started. Okay. So I'm gonna take this guy with the channel, and let me kind of show you what I'm doing real quick. But this channel right here. Oops. This channel right here is gonna slide right on there, okay? Let me show you again. There's a channel right here. That channel is gonna go onto that, so it's gonna slide like this, okay? But before we do that, we need to have this thing inside of here. So just so you can see what I'm doing, let me move this out of the way. There we go. Now that's out of the way for us. There's the rubber pad. And I'm kind of going with this little V is going right on this bar. Okay. Then I'm going to wrap the this guy around the top the best I can. And then I'm going to slide that channel on here. So now I've got it kind of in position. Now you're going to take these nuts. I'll do it down here so you can see. They have these little hex shapes, so you're just going to kind of place them in there like so. Another reason to have this facing up so these don't fall down. You got one in. You got two. All right, and now I'm just going to hand thread these the best I can. Put my thumb over this nut so it doesn't go anywhere. Oh yes, the joy. Awkward. Yeah, that was the size I should have had on there. Okay. Awkward, but see, we got one of these on now. Got it on there pretty good. Let's tighten this a little bit. This is a little loosey-goosey, but you know, it is what it is. All right, now we're gonna rinse and repeat on the other side. I'll put this on here. Maybe I'll do it like this time, huh? Yeah, I think this is definitely a better approach. Okay, channel. All right, let's get those hex nuts. Let me one hand that. Let's put these in. All right, one there. Quick tip, okay? I had to redo this side. This side is right. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see right here how this rubber piece meets in the middle, right here, out of the way. That's an important tip, okay? So to do that, to redo this, I would start it like that, okay? And then when you put this on here, like so, okay, then you can just wrap it around like that and it'll meet nicely, okay? Now you can see they are both up here. Let me get up here a little better. These are both now up here, mounted how I want them, just like this. Okay. The last few steps, these just push in right here. It's not even sticky enough to go on. Honestly, you should have just made this big enough to kind of just wedge in there instead of relying on the stick, because as you can see, it is not gonna stay in there. All right, so let's put these stupid things on now that I found some super glue. Okay. This last part, we're gonna put this on, okay? So these more or less are reversible, I guess, if you want to get technical. That's probably the bottom, okay? So what I'm gonna do is put it back here, okay? This little hook right here. So I'm gonna put that in here. I'm gonna pull that. Now it's seated under that, okay? So now I pull this, I'm gonna pull it down this way. You can adjust this how you want. And then when you're not using it, that's just gonna be open as such. Okay, same thing here. Okay, so from the front, it'll just be open like that. Okay. Oh wow, a nice piece of sticker. Thanks. It's finally time to review this thing. So I bought this Kolpin Rhino Grip mount so I can hold my Stihl pole saw on here. Just put it up, put the tools back in the back of my Kawasaki Mule. Already noticing this thing is starting to bend down. Maybe I just need to tighten those up a little bit. So I'll do that. Maybe I'll mess with that, but before that, it's still holding pretty good. So let's give this thing a little test ride. Got the Stihl pole saw. Let's give this puppy a ride. Careful not to knock the pole saw. We're good. All right, already. Sky is failing on us. All right, let's see how that went. Well, didn't go good. Okay. Maybe I need to just tighten that side a little more. The other side held pretty good, but that's where the motor is. So I'll tighten this up and maybe try this again later and do another test just to be fair. Okay, so I've readjusted it and torqued it down a little tighter. You can definitely tell the weight is more on this side of the Stihl. This sits a little farther down, but we're gonna run it again. So let's see how it goes.
Oh my gosh.
It's still holding good?
Yeah.
All right, we're going back. Let's see how she held up. Well done. All right, so after that stress test the second time, definitely did a lot better. But you can see the side with the bar did come down a little bit again. So I need to torque it a little more, but I really just don't want to break the plastic because this is plastic. This isn't metal. This is great for a rifle or maybe a rake or anything, but granted, the weight is distributed a little lopsided on this thing, but you know, I don't know, I'd give it a 7 out of 10, I guess. That's my review of the Kolpin Rhino Grip XLs. Thanks for watching.